Hey y'all, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just posting random ass videos and pulling shit out of my ass at this point because I'm someone that thinks a lot about a lot of shit. I deep think a lot. You know, that's something I do. I sit down and think about shit and I'm like, I could make like TED Talk videos out of this. And not that these videos are gonna even go anywhere, not that people are even gonna see it. I don't even know who the fuck watches my videos anymore. If you're watching this, then hi, thank you for watching, but it's just something to kind of do, just to kind of get off my chest, and maybe someday this will go somewhere, I don't know, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up too high. It's just fucking whatever. But yeah, the first thing I wanted to get into, like, I'm someone who's very vocal about like feminism and like how women in today's society get treated. Well, just how women have kind of always been oppressed, but you know, with what's going on now, okay. So first of all, it's okay to start an OnlyFans if you want to. That's your choice. That is okay, and don't let anyone tell you, like, not that I want to do that, like, no, but that's your choice. But don't let anyone tell you, like, oh, so y'all don't want to be sexualized, but you do this. Like, here's the thing. First of all, like, I don't care what you want to do. Like, do what you gotta do to pay your bills. And if that's what you want to do, go for it. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, there's nothing wrong with being confident in your body, but when guys are sexualizing you, like, that's their issue. If they just want to like sexualize you, I don't even know how to word this. Oh my lord, I'm so bad at getting in front of a camera and talking. But if guys just want to sexualize you just to sexualize you, then that's fucking gross. Like, if you're not asking for it and they're over here like, oh, you know, like, for example, just for an example, if you're not wearing a bra, right, and you got your nipples out, which there's nothing wrong with, by the way, because, you know, bras can be uncomfortable. But, you know, that's your choice if you don't want to wear a bra. But if a guy is, like, sexualizing you because of your nipples, then that's a them thing. Being confident in your body, and even when it comes to OnlyFans, I guess, I mean, yeah, you are kind of like putting yourself out there by making an OnlyFans account, but being confident in your body is not an excuse for guys to be over sexualizing you when you don't want it. And it does not, what am I trying to say? It does not make you entitled, yeah, that's the word, entitled to give some creep-ass motherfuckers what they want from you. It does not. Okay? Because there are going to be people out there that are like, oh, you know, send me nudes, then they're going to think you're entitled to that, and you know, just because you're confident in your body, like, that doesn't make you entitled to have sex with someone you don't want to. And even, like, if you said yes earlier, and then that time comes, and they're like, but you said yes before. You don't have to do it. Like, it's okay to change your mind last minute. Like, even though it could be very frustrating, it's okay. You're not entitled to give anyone anything. Always, always, always make yourself happy before others. Always. Life is too short to just be worrying about pleasing others all the time. Worry about yourself first. So, like, I don't know if y'all have seen this YouTube video. It's a very popular video about consent, and in the video they're basically comparing consent to tea. So, basically what they're saying, like, if you get offered tea and you're like, yeah, and then when the time comes later you're like, you know what, I actually don't want tea, but thank you, then, like, it's not like the person could force you to drink the tea, right? Like, you wouldn't want to force someone to drink tea if they said, no, even though you already made it for them, they're like, you know what, never mind, then you'll just be like, okay. I mean, even though it's frustrating, yes, that you already made the tea and everything, you're not going to sit there and force them to drink it, right? So why, like, force someone, and you're not going to, like, be like, oh, but come on, drink the tea. You said yes earlier. Like, no. So why can't it be the same way for sex? Like, if you're not going to force someone to drink a cup of tea, why force someone to have sex with you? They're not entitled. And I think that's a very fair comparison because, yeah. And if they say, you know, if they say, no, I don't want tea, but you're like, oh, come on, I'm making you some tea. And you make it for them, they don't want to drink it, like, it's the same shit. Like, if they don't want tea, don't make them tea. If they don't want to have sex, don't force it on them. Like, I don't see what the issue is. I really don't. Girls can be confident in their bodies all they want without having to, like, owe you something. And, like, if she sends you nudes, that means she trusts you enough with these pictures of her. And if you're going to leak them when she trusted you with them and did not want you to expose them, then that's a you problem. And it makes me so mad when people are like, oh, well, she's the one that sent them. Well, she sent them to her boyfriend or whoever, someone who she trusted to keep those pictures safe, and he broke that trust. Why is that okay? Why? I'm so bad at recording videos, sorry. I'm probably saying shit that doesn't make sense because I'm just pulling shit that's out of my ass, but, like, seriously, that's disrespectful. Like, why don't we talk about the guys that beg you for pictures of you and, like, literally blackmail you instead of shaming the girl for it? Those pictures are supposed to be private and meant for one person, someone who she trusts. Like, it's just not okay. And, like, why does it seem like men these days, and I'm not saying girls don't do it too, but from my personal experiences, I've talked to a lot of guys. I've had my hoe phase back in high school. If you know, you know, but I'm over it now. I've grown out of it, done and over it. I'm almost 19. I'm not trying to mess around with that shit no more. Fuck that. But as someone who has talked to a lot of guys and dealt with a lot of guys, 99% of them, you know, wanted me for my body, or that's what it seemed like. They would always imply on having sex, and I'm just someone, like, how do I word this? I'm someone who wants an emotional connection with someone, not, like, I don't care about the sex. I really don't. Like, I see it as an added bonus, but that's not what it's about. It's about the whole emotional connection that you have with the person. And if you don't value emotional connection with someone over sex, then there's literally something wrong with you. And I don't see why this is okay, because for men, it's considered an achievement to have, like, a high body count or to have sex with people, but, like, why do women get shamed? Why do they? And why do people tell them, like, oh, well, you should have said no, that's your fault? Like, if you say, oh, yeah, no, I don't feel like it, and they keep, like, they're very, very manipulative. I've dealt with this, trust me, they're so manipulative. They'll make you feel like you have to say yes, like you have to, and if you don't say yes, then you're a horrible person, basically. If that's the best way to word it. And they will try to make you think you are entitled to give them what they want, and they will, like, use all kinds of manipulative tactics. Like, oh, well, I did this for you. Do you not care about me? Do you not care about me if you're not going to do this for me? Like, no, put yourself first before these bitches. And, like, I'm talking about guys in general. I'm not talking about Juan. Me and him are perfectly fine. 7 months strong, and this is the reason why I didn't want to put a label on what we have. I guess I still don't want to put a label on it because it's not something like serious yet, but in the long term, that's what I'm looking for. Like, I'm not looking for some petty little relationship. No, I'm looking for someone to get committed to, but not now, obviously. I'm still young. I'm barely 19, but in the long term, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to fool around and hoe around. I've grown out of that phase. I guess I just craved male validation. I'm not proud of it at all, but from my perspective, it's because, like, I didn't have many friends growing up. I was an outcast. I was one of the shy, quiet people, and I was always overlooked, and it just felt good to get attention from people, I guess. But, like, why can't I just sit down with someone and just have conversations about life? Like, that's what me and Juan do when we're on FaceTime every night. We just sit and have conversations about life. That's what we do most of the time. We talk to each other, like, 95% of the time. We sit and talk about our days and, talk about life. We sit and enjoy each other's company. We'll order a pizza. And then we save the sex for later. Like, I'm not gonna get into details about my sex life, but it's not even about the sex. It's about the emotional bond that we have with each other, and we just kind of clicked, I guess. We clicked, and he's a freaking amazing guy. My mom loves him, and my mom doesn't like a lot of people, so that I think that says a lot. So, yeah. Okay, let me put it this way. If you break up with your girl and then you go and find someone else right away, then you were close with that person, that other person the whole time, and you really didn't value your girl like that. Like, why be with someone if you don't, like, value them as a person? Like, I don't understand why people want to be with someone just for the sex. Like, I don't get it, because what I've noticed with a lot of people is they prioritize sex over everything else. It's all about the sex. They insist on it. Why can't, like, if I invite a guy over, they'll insist on having sex. If I go over to a guy's house, they'll insist on, like, why can't we just sit and enjoy each other's company and talk about life like I do with Juan? Like, that's what I like about him, because he's different than all these other bitch-ass motherfuckers. Like, I don't get it. How do people not value emotional connection? Can someone please explain this to me? And sex with someone that you have that emotional bond with, that's what makes the sex more special. Like, am I wrong? Or am I right, or am I wrong? That's what makes the sex special. Someone who you're really close with and can see a future with, and having that with them, that's what makes it special. And how can you enjoy the sex when the other person didn't really want it, but when they didn't want to, but they're doing it just to please you? Like, I would just feel extremely guilty. I don't know why it's okay. But yeah, we need to stop teaching young men that it's an accomplishment to have sex with women. And, like I referenced with the tea video, if you see it wrong to force someone to drink tea or insist on it when they don't want to drink the tea, then why do the same thing when it comes to sex? Confidence does not equal consent. And I think we need to be more understanding about that. We need to be more open-minded. Please, just treat your girls like you actually love them. I'm sick of hearing all these stories about how girls getting cheated on, dumped out of nowhere. You deserve so much better than that. And to the men, and just, like, I know girls do it too, but like I said, women are just more oppressed, and, like, that's just a fact. It's not me throwing out feminist bullshit, but just be kind. Don't be so fucking selfish. Relationships never work out if you're selfish and only think of yourself. Think of your girl. And if you don't like them as a person and value them as a person, then don't be with them. Go find someone else who you do value. That's all I have to say. So yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Bye.